Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Welcome, everybody. Let's talk about AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, which is just one of many stocks that my members get alerted on. And I want to just cover this stock and show you something that the members get. I think the public as well will as you're watching this video, get a really good idea of why I think this is a really good trade coming up. So we have some different cycles in here. You probably can see this faint yellow cycle right here. Now that one ran from about, looks like July 5th-ish, maybe July 1st, all the way to October 7th of last year, okay? And then you can see there's another one here and another one here recently. And each time you can see how the price just declined right down under these. This is a daily chart, by the way, daily chart. You can see how the price just declined right down into there every time, right? Same thing here. Which this was as recent as approximately May 3rd. Okay, so we're in this rising phase now. Coming up out of here. And there's a smaller cycle in here too that's a little less dominant, but it's just as, it's important to keep track of that one as well. You can see that a low here. But anyway, more than just the cycle analysis part, which is what the yellow arcs and green arcs are, that gives us a time frame of where we think price is going to decline. For those that want to know, the next one would be for AMD here is August 7th. So that's way out here. There's another one due July 6th. So, if you just want to know, that's July 6th right there. This one, I think I said was August 7th. Yeah, August 7th. So that's 8/7. Okay. So those are just two dates you might want to keep track of. The price will probably decline with AMD if you're trading options or whatever you're doing. Or just buying the stock straight up. Obviously, if you're going to short, maybe you can think about puts. Whatever your option strategy is going to be, you can take advantage of that, right? So, why am I talking about AMD? I mean, yes, it's got some good cycles going on here, but the members get the top 30 stocks in both the S&P 500. I'll just call it STP like that. S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Okay. The Nasdaq. And some of those stocks, this index and this index, Nasdaq, they share some of the same stocks in their list of, as their component list. So there's some overlap there, right? There's some shared symbols. So I think there's a total of like 48 or 49 symbols right now that make up the top 30. Okay. So that's what you're going to get, and what the members get. They get alerted anytime there's a possible trade. So what am I talking about here? Well, let's see. Let me pick one out here that's really super obvious. I mean, this one happened to be right at a cycle low, which is really obvious. So we're talking about this little yellow indicator right here. This is my own indicator, get us plus, and this trigger right here happened on April 27th. Okay. And it was strongly suggesting there was a trade. So I'm looking at this, if I was trading this, I'd be looking at this as it began to curl under and come up on the stochastic momentum index, as well as on the Big Daddy forecast. Somewhere right around there, just to the left of this. As it began to roll up, I'd realize something's going on there. Now it had a little pullback and then it took off. I mean, this trade would have been super easy because we have the benefit of both the Get Us Plus indicator and the alert that goes to the Discord server. Let me switch over to Discord server and I'll show you real quick. We'll come right back to this. All right, so here we are on the Discord server, and I just, over this weekend, put together stock alerts that use the Get Us Plus indicator. Now you can see some of them that came in already over the weekend because they were sitting there ready to be alerted. So you see Apple came in there, AMD, INTC, Netflix, Amazon, okay, XOM, and INTU, okay. Now this is just some of the ones, and you can see there's different alerts here, right? There's a 15-minute on Apple. There was a daily alert on AMD, some more daily alerts. Some of my members liking that, reacting, smiley faces. Okay, 1 hour, 15-minute. So the type of alerts you get are 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, and a daily. Okay, those alerts are happening in real time. So the members get streaming charts. Well, they don't get it on all these stocks. They get it on the S&P 500. So, but that's a video for a different time. But what they're going to get the alerts, and all you do is, you come here, you right click on this, you click notifications, you all messages, you get alerted. Okay. So if at the end of this video you like what I've got going on here, and you want to become a member, click on the link in the first comment on this video. You'll see a Discord link. You click on that, it's going to bring you over to the Get Us server. Okay, and what you're looking for is this right here, server subscriptions. You click on that, you're going to get this little page right here, $7.99 a month. Okay, I've already had many people have already joined just in the last few days, and I'm hearing the same thing over and over. They make one trade and they get years. Their profit pays for years worth of membership. Okay, so really good deal. Okay, let me get back over to this charts. All right, so here we're back over to the chart for AMD. You could pick any of these alerts. Probably almost all of these alerts in here are tradable. As I said before in my other videos, I'm not going to blow smoke up your backside and say every single alert's going to be a perfect trade, but a vast majority of them are. Like here's one right here, okay? How would I trade this? Well, I already see that the stochastic momentum index is in positive territory, way up here, right above this line. So I already know according to this, things are really elevated. Same thing down here at Big Daddy, kind of got some things elevated up in here. But the big telling sign here is this gap in the MACD. Right at the time, just at the time this is coming in, look at that big huge gap. Okay, this came in right. So it came in right there. There was a preface alert, which I don't alert these to the Discord server, but there was a preface alert there. But this is the alert that would come into the server. And that I know that's a trade just by looking at the MACD. I got elevated stochastic momentum index. I got a nice big gap here on the MACD going up. Okay. So this is on the daily chart. So we're not talking short 5 minutes or 15 or an hour. This is over a matter of days, right? So 96.78 was a close, and it got as high as 90. Well, it got as high as, geez, almost 104. So you're talking, 7 points, maybe 7.5 points. Or for stock traders, they use dollars, so $7.50. I say points because I usually trade derivatives. I trade a lot of futures products. So I talk in points to dollars, but in this case, it's about $7.50. Okay, really nice. You get in a trade here, you ride it up to the top. Here's another one. How would I trade this? Well, again, I see this is way down there at the bottom. It's in negative territory. Okay, so if I hover my mouse over when the alert would have came to the Discord server, for those alerts that you saw in the Discord server, that's what they'd get it, right? They'd get the daily alert. right there on September 2nd. And I would see that we're in negative territory, right? I can also see the MACD's got, again, this big gap going down. Okay. So we're talking right there. Well, I would probably trade this, seeing where the MACD is at. I realize there might be a small bounce here, but I would trade this using options. If you could just, if you want, I mean, there's a lot of different strategies you could use here in options, but since AMD is, you know, highly optionable, I'd probably just do straight up puts if you want to keep it simple. And look at this, my goodness. I mean, I think options expired from like on this line right here. So you had a good week's worth of trading going on. Straight down. And this thing plays out over and over again. Here's another one. It's way up in this territory looking to go down. Here's one right here looking to go up. Right? You use the same strategies over and over. Here's one right here. Okay. It goes up, it pulls back, it goes up again. And as a matter of fact, the reason that I'm doing this video today is because we just got an alert on Friday. Right at the close. I think it's right on this candlestick. Yeah. So you tell me, I mean, what would you think about trading here? I mean, this looks like there's going to be a temporary pullback. Long term, it looks like it could go up. Okay. So there's already an alert going on here. It's pretty awesome. So this is just one example of alerts that come in for the top, like I said, the top 30 stocks. Also, there's alerts for the S&P 500 futures. So if you want to trade the SPX, you can do that. There's alerts that come for crude oil. So for those that want to trade futures, I have alerts on crude oil. Okay, let me switch to the Discord server. I'll show you that real quick. So back over here on the Discord server, you can see here's crude oil right here. And here's gold. And those are futures products. So if you want to trade the big contracts or the E-micros, you can trade those. Here's the stock alerts we were just talking about for AMD would come underneath this one. And here's the S&P 500. This is the futures, but it doesn't matter. You could trade the SPX options. You could trade the SPY options. It's going to basically generate the same thing, right? Look at all these alerts that come in here. These are all alerts from Friday. Right? All those alerts right there are from Friday. There was a 1 hour and some 5 minutes. Okay, gold had some alerts in here on Friday. Those are all alerts for Friday. All of them. Right? Crude oil. Same thing. Bunch of alerts here for crude oil on Friday. Now these all look like 5-minute ones. And then starting this week, since I just put this in place, you're going to be getting alerts on the top 30 stocks. All right, which obviously all the top 30 stocks, I'm almost positive all of them are optionable, highly optionable, right? So that's the real benefit to the members, you know, that a lot of the members were asking for this, and it took a while to put this all together, but now we got the alerts going. Okay, we got streaming charts live for members on the S&P 500. We've got alerts that have come in using the Get Us Plus alerts for gold, crude, and the top 30 stocks. So this service is really starting to fire on all cylinders. So members, I know some members are going to be watching this video. As you watch this video, just make sure that for any of these alerts that you want, it's all the same thing. You just right-click on, let's say, stock alerts. You right-click on the alerts. You click notifications. Just click all messages, okay? And you'll get alerted. And you can do that for all these channels. Any of the channels that have the word alerts, okay? You might want to set those if you're interested in trading those. Like I said, if you're trading futures, then you're going to do these. Okay. And I may add more futures in here, but for gold and crude oils are two really big ones. Okay. And obviously the S&P 500 futures, well, they're already, you know, just separate because we get a lot of those. So I put it in its own separate channel. Okay. And again, if you're new and you're watching this and you want to join the membership, you know, like I said, just click on the link, you click server subscriptions and you do your thing. Okay. Let me switch back to the chart. We'll finish up the video. Right, so for AMD, I think, you know, temporarily we're going to see maybe a little pullback. I think long term it could come up. Just be aware that we are in a rising phase here, long term, for AMD. All right. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm doing this on Sunday. Happy trading, everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.